Hey y'all, I'm gonna tell you this drum story back when I was in high school. So I just got on the started when I was 13, and I really hadn't played in front of anyone before. And I went to the band room after school, and Patrick was doing this awesome kick butt gobble chop style drum solo. It was when you use this word, it was badass to the extreme. Okay, this dude could just shred me to death back then. You could probably still shred me to death today because he's that good. Okay, he was playing them skins. Right? I didn't care. I was like, man, and he finally let me get on, and he went over to the snare, right, to accompany me, and he let me have like the drum. It was a pair of Tamas. So I started grooving and I started playing, and everybody was clapping, and he was doing his thing, and I was like going in and out with him, and we were like trading chops. The chops are like, that kind of stuff. We were just going back and forth, and everyone was grooving, everyone was having fun. I loved it. I loved the interaction of the audience. I was playing to them, he was playing to them, I was playing to him. He would do this thing like, and I would do it, and he would do it slightly better, and I would do it slightly better, and then we would do it in sequence. It was freaking awesome, man. I'm telling you. But after that, after we had finished, there's this kid that followed me and kept pestering me and said, I could do everything better than you can. I could do that better than you can. I could do that drum beat better than you can. I could do this better than you can. I can do that better than you can. The whole time. Okay? He kept pestering me and I could play better than you. I could do that faster than you. So what I did was I waited. Okay? I waited. Okay? And after everyone left, I said, look, dude, I don't care if you can do it better than me. I don't care if you can do it faster than me. And if you could have, you would have already done it. That's number one. I said, number two, you sit here bragging all day long that you can do things better than I can, but how much time do you spend practicing, right? That's number two. Number three, nobody likes a jerk for a musician. And that's the number one rule, man. If you're going to be a musician, be kind, be open, and know your stuff. If you're going to be a studio musician, know your stuff. I'm not a studio musician, but I've done interviews I've read interviews about studio musicians. They're some of the best on the planet, except to play your style. But just be humble, be kind, and learn. Those are the number one things. And the more kind you are, the more you'll succeed in the musician world. Because I'm telling you what, man, there are musicians out there that are complete a-holes that can play probably better than anyone that I've ever heard in my life, but I don't like them because they're just a-holes. They're just technically good, but they don't have any feel. The people who are the nicest are technically good and have feel, and they're willing to handle their knowledge. They're willing to go, oh, here's how I do a triple paradiddle or something like that. Something they invented. They're willing to share their knowledge because they're not afraid of somebody getting better or worse than them. It doesn't matter. They want to make drumming better, and that's what you should do if you're a musician. I want somebody from these videos to take what I've learned, perfect it, make it better. That, oh man, I learned it from this dude. He was just awesome. And I would just love for people to do that. I want people to learn from me and make it better, and then in turn I can learn from them, and I hopefully get myself better. It's being a musician is a good musician is a community of, just good-hearted people. I mean, there's a few musicians that I can name right now that I have to get permission to that I've learned from a great deal. One of them is a drummer, and he's also a keyboardist. He also is obsessed with. He likes Phil Collins. And I've learned so much from him about basic timing. It's unbelievable in the studio. He was very kind to me. Same with my father. He can play guitar and drums. And just basically any other instrument. Both left and right-handed. It's crazy. So just be kind, man. Alright, y'all. I hope all you young musicians learn from that. Be kind and be loving. Okay?